coach allowed us just to go out and play, man. Not really think too much, not add too much pressure, just go out there and play and have fun. Whenever he just allow us to cut it loose, maximize our personality even more, we were just able to play freely and play more fast.
Think you know everything about Dakereon Joyner? Think again. He's in his 6th year with the Gamecocks, and he'll have multiple roles once again in 2023, on and off the field. He joins us now on Gamecock Talk. All right, DK, your 6th year coming up here at South Carolina. You've seen coaching changes, you've changed positions a lot of times, you've bounced around. What keeps you coming back?
Opportunities. Every year I've been, blessed with a different opportunity. With me redshirt my first year, to me playing my first year in 2019, playing a quarterback, receiver role, played that for a few years, and I went to my last year playing running back. So I'm super excited, but like I said, opportunities have brought me back. Last year there was a lot of injuries. I didn't finish the year like I wanted to. And then I was blessed enough to have my baby girl on the way. And I wanted to be present for that, so that was important for me to come back here this last year.
Well, a lot going on, and obviously a lot going on this year, new offensive coordinator. Tell us a little about where you see yourself. I know we're a little ways from opening day, but tell us about what your role or what you think your role will be this year.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a running back primarily, but definitely be used all over the field. Being able to utilize my talents. Coach Logan sees my abilities, so him being able to just use me in every position possible, wherever it's going to, maximize the team's efforts and allow us to play at our best. How
difficult is that with all the different positions you play and have played? Do you have to go to all the different rooms throughout the week, or what's it like?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Kind of just depends. But luckily, in our running back room, we kind of learn conceptually, so I can kind of just be in a running back room, but also, we go over all the passes and stuff like that, so it's not like I need to go to a different room to kind of learn it. I can learn everything I need to learn from out of the running back room. Coach will more than likely keep me up to date with, all the plays I got, even at receiver, quarterback, and stuff like that. So the coaches will do a good job making sure I get that information.
What's the biggest transition in going from receiver/quarterback to running back?
I haven't really seen much of a big difference, honestly, because I've been primarily a running quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So I've taken the ground and pound. I put on 15 more pounds, so that might have been the biggest change for me personally. Other than that, like I said, I've been a running quarterback, so I've done the ground and pound. So I haven't really experienced much of a difference just yet.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's 15 pounds from donuts either. You've been
working
hard.
Yeah, I definitely have been.
All right, so having been a quarterback, does that help you though doing these different positions? Because as a quarterback, you kind of have to know where everybody is.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely think the most beneficial thing about playing quarterback and I'm playing running back is a protection scheme. Being able just to protect and read defenses and read alignments and stuff like that. So that's definitely been my edge in the running back room.
6th year at Carolina, do guys tease you about being the old guy?
Yeah, they're starting to, man. I ain't gonna lie, they definitely starting to, but I'm like, dang, I guess I am the old guy. So it is what it is.
Any new nicknames with that?
No, some of the boys call me Unc, like Uncle, but like it is what it is. I'm like, hey, it is what it is, man.
Well, at least they're not calling you Grandpa.
Right, I know, right?
All right, so being the older guy, do you feel like you have to take on more of a leadership role this year?
Not so much more than before. I've always been a leader, on and off the field, so a lot of guys gravitate towards me. So there's nothing more different than I got to do this year than I've done in previous years. A lot of guys gravitate towards me, my energy on and off the field. So my leadership role I think, will always remain the same.
How do you like to lead?
By example. I'm a vocal guy whenever I need to be, but I'm a guy who just does things right on and off the field. Guys kind of pick up on those things, but I'm not really the most vocal guy. I'm trying to get into the more vocal role because now that I'm really one of the older guys on the team, I can voice my opinion a lot more, and that's what the coaches kind of want me to do as well. So I kind of dibble-dabble with that, but my primary way to lead is lead by example.
Well, I know you've been helpful to other players, whether it's quarterback or receivers, because you've been here a while, you have plenty of experience, but have there been other running backs that have helped you out, maybe because you haven't, even though you've been a running quarterback, you haven't been in that position?
Yeah, Juju McDowell for sure. He's the guy who's played a lot, played the most in that room right now. Bradley Dunn, DJ Tory, a lot of guys they've embraced me in that room, man, and have allowed me to they've helped me a lot, scheme wise, just with everything. And I've been very grateful for them helping me through that transition in spring. And even still now, I'm still learning new things about the running back position. So I'm definitely grateful for those guys.
Anytime there's a new offensive coordinator, the fans are always anxious, like, well, what's the offense going to look like?
Yeah.
So from what you've seen so far, what is this offense? How would you describe it?
Yeah, I mean, not to get into,
Don't give it away. But
no, definitely not. But I mean, I think the first word that comes off of my mind is explosive, very explosive offense. Being able to use all our abilities, use all our players and stuff like that. So definitely explosive offense.
How difficult has it been to transition to another scheme?
Not that much different because, Coach Logan has done a good job of getting what we're comfortable with, not just kind of bringing everything that's so new, but just kind of knowing what we're comfortable with and allowing us to just find a way for us to play fast. You know what I'm saying? Not throwing too much on us, but just giving us, as we take.
With Spencer in his second year here, how much more comfortable do you feel like the offense is now with a guy that's been behind center for a full year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're easily gravitating towards him. Guys are gravitating around him, allowing him to lead us. We know he's our leader, second year into it, and just kind of just gravitating towards him and around him, and making him feel even more comfortable and allow him to be a leader.
This may be an awkward question since you playing three different positions, but is there anyone you model your game after?
No, not really. Cause I mean, not many guys play three different positions, but I mean, guys I've seen Taysom Hill with the Saints, Deebo Samuel, kind of receiver, running back kind of guy. But our body size kind of the same, so I do watch him. But those are really the two guys that I kind of watch.
Have you been able to keep your speed up even though you
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. That hasn't went nowhere.
Last year, the offense really seemed to click. Everyone just seemed to be more comfortable around each other at the end of the year.
Yeah.
What was the difference, and how do you carry that over?
Yeah, I think Coach allowed us just to go out and play, man. Not really think too much, not add too much pressure. Just go out there and play and have fun. Whenever he just allow us to cut it loose, maximize our personality even more. We were just able to play freely and play more fast.
Fake inside. Dakereon trying the right side. Cut back. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown, Dakereon Joyner from 3 yards out. They faked to Jaheim in a great move from the senior from North Charleston. Puts the Gamecocks in the end zone, and they've got 55.
As the team continues to improve now and under Coach Beamer now in his third year, 8 wins last year, another bowl game, and of course, as we talked about, the big wins at the end of the season against Tennessee and Clemson. What's the mindset for the team and for you going into this year? I guess you guys aren't going to sneak up on people this year.
No. I think, everybody know we coming. You know what I'm saying? But, our goal is, we feel like we haven't done nearly enough yet. You know what I'm saying? So all our goals are still ahead of us. Expectations are high. Our standards are high. But we just want to be a 7-8 win team. That's not. That's an okay season, but we don't look at that as a really good season. You know what I'm saying? But yes, from year 1 to year 2, a difference in big wins and stuff like that. But year 3 with this senior class, we're looking to take the next step, and that's the plan.
You feel like you guys are still the hunters, even though some guys might be hunting you down after what you did last year, but you feel like you guys are still the hunters trying to get there?
Yeah, for sure, because we look at it and we still don't have any respect. No one really respects us. They don't think we can do very much, you know what I'm saying? But we're always hunting. We're always going to get it. But we're not sneaking up on nobody this year. I think everybody got that game circled on their calendar because they know what we're capable of.
Brown comes in motion in front of him. Dakereon will take it straight at the middle. Again rushing hard.
You like running between the tackles outside? What do you like doing?
I laugh because I flash back to an interview I had. Both. I'm a guy that, kind of can run inside zone, outside zone, catch passes out the backfield. So I'm blessed enough to be super versatile.
You mentioned earlier you're a dad now.
Yeah.
What's your daughter's name?
Kalani Noel Joyner.
Okay, and that was March she was born?
Yeah. No, February 27th.
February 27th. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's this past several months been like for you?
Yeah, it's been interesting, man. Early on, it was kind of, dad, being a dad has its moments, even to this day. But it's been the most beautiful thing. God has, blessed her into my life during the most critical time of my life where I needed her the most. But being a dad every single day, man, and, just taking care of her, it's the most beautiful thing ever. Every day I wake up and see her face, it's like I ain't seen her in like 2 months. It's like the best thing ever, and I'm grateful for it, man. I love her to death, man, and she's the reason why I'm continuing to keep going.
What's the best part about being a dad? What's the hardest part?
The best thing about being a dad, especially now my little girl going on 4 months, I think she's starting to understand I'm her dad. She smiles at me more. She grabs my beard, like does all that cute stuff, man. She smiles at me a lot, so I think that's the best thing. Just loving on her. I think the hardest thing is I really don't know the hardest thing about being a dad, honestly, man, because I don't look at it as being hard, man. It's a beautiful thing. Everything is beautiful about it, every single moment. So I wouldn't say the hardest thing about being hardest thing really is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
Maybe the hard thing would be like when you have to go on a road trip, right?
Oh yeah, okay, no, I can say that. Now, leaving her is definitely difficult for me, even if it's for a night. We went on a senior trip to the Carolina Panthers. It's a funny story. And I was laying in my bed, and I usually, lay with her or whatever, but I woke up in the middle of the night, like looking over my coverage, because I'm like, hoping I didn't put her underneath the cover, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I kind of just had a weird little dad moment, man. I thought she was sleeping with me, but I'm in my own hotel room by myself, so I kind of tripped out.
Well, she's obviously had an impact on your life already.
Yeah.
Who's had the biggest impact on your life growing up?
My mom usually. She just growing up after my dad passed away when we were 9. Her being a single parent, man, she's usually have the most impact on my life. My wisdom, my strength, and my faith comes from her. She instilled that in me growing up and still continue to now. So my mom has, had the most impact on my life, man. She's my hero for sure.
What's your mom's name?
Latika.
Okay, and does she come to all your games?
Yeah, she's there all the time. Yeah, without a doubt.
Okay, all right. And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I got 3 brothers.
Where do you fall in?
The middle. So
Okay.
I got 2 older brothers and I got 1 younger brother.
Okay, all right. So, did you feel like you had to take on more responsibility, even though you weren't the oldest, or?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, just kind of growing up in our situation wasn't the most fortunate. My older 2 brothers being in and out of jail and stuff like that. After my dad passed away, I mean, I was a man in the house since I was 9 years old. I raised my little brother, took care of my mom and my little brother. I was a balance to my family. So since 9 years old, man, I had to mature at a very, very young age, and that is, that where my wisdom and my strength and faith comes from, but just me having to mature early on. So
with those hardships you've encountered with your family, does that make you want to be more of a role model for your daughter?
Yeah, no, for sure. Just the way my dad loved me and my family, man. The way the kind of dad my dad was unbelievable, the best dad. Once my dad passed away, I always said, man, once I have a kid, I'm gonna give her that same love, and hopefully she can say, I'm the best dad. Like I said about my dad.
That's good stuff. Now, so on your Twitter feed, it looks like you follow a lot of other Gamecock sports. So
Yeah.
you seem to be, have your hands in everything.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
and I know you guys don't always have time. But you got a favorite?
I don't know. I'm feeling the baseball team right now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, but no, hands down, girls basketball now. I ain't gonna lie, they number 1. But those baseball boys, they've been balling, man, and I really picked up on their season. Towards the end of the year, kind of beginning of the year too. But I love those boys too.
All right. Well, obviously you played a lot of sports growing up. I imagine.
Yeah.
If you weren't playing football, what would have been your best sport?
Basketball.
Oh, yeah?
Hands down. Still, yeah. And I said to myself, once I get done, retiring or whatever, I'm gonna go coach basketball. So,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
What level do you want to coach?
Probably high school where I have the most impact, where I can change lives and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely basketball for sure.
Do you still play a little bit now?
When I get the chance to, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who do you play with guys on the football team?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we all play together.
Who's good? Who thinks they're good and they're not?
The best real player that we have on the team is Tonka Hemingway.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, he's usually the most athletic football player on our team. But Tonka's the best. You got a lot of guys who think they good and not good, though. I ain't gonna rat nobody out.
Where would you be on the basketball? You the point guard? You the forward? What do you?
No, I'm a point guard for sure. My quarterback mindset. I control the floor. So I'm a point guard in my mind.
Okay. All right. So you already have 1 degree, right?
Yeah.
What was your degree in?
Sport and entertainment management.
Okay. Now you're working towards another. What's?
I was.
Okay.
But with my daughter coming, I kind of took a step back, and I was gonna continue to pursue it. I'm kind of beating myself about it because I'm not going to continue it. I will come back and get my master's though for sure.
Okay.
But this last year, with these 6 months left here, I just kind of want to focus on ball and focus on my family. So
Yep. Well, big season coming up, but
Yeah.
whenever football is done for you, whether it's here or if there's NFL career after that, you mentioned coaching. Is that what you see as a career moving forward?
No. I think I want to get into law. Being a lawyer or being a sports attorney, law is definitely one of my backup goals. Also been looking to being a nurse as well. So kind of different things, two different kind of fields or whatever. But I've been looking to doing something like that. But hopefully I'm blessed enough to where I can do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying, at that time of my life when I want to retire. So.
Well, I mean, if you can apply your football skills to all those, I mean, you played all these positions. Why not do nursing, lawyer, or coaching, right? You can do anything.
Definitely.
All right. So now you've done some internships in your time here, right?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've done like the Parks and Rec internship. I've interned at the down in Charleston with the county government. Yeah, I've done a lot. I've been in a bunch of different fields, kind of seen a lot of different things.
Okay. Well, let's look ahead again to football for this year. What kind of goals have you set for yourself? Obviously, the team goals are to win, but what kind of goals have you set for yourself?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, I got to be healthy, man. I want to. I'm at a point to where if I'm my best version of myself when I'm available. So first and foremost is staying healthy, man. And if I have a full healthy year, I mean, there's no telling. The sky's the limit for the amount of things that I can do this year and my team gonna allow me to do. So as long as I stay healthy, man, I can do anything I want.
With that great finish towards the season last year, does that make you even more hungry this year, seeing what you guys can do?
Oh yeah, for sure. It helps us, but also gives us a chip on our shoulder as well. But it also sees what we are capable of, and I think we got to remember that. But last year is last year. We got to focus on this upcoming year and focus on new goals and stuff like that.
What are you looking forward to the most about the 2023 season?
Game 1, going back to Charlotte, facing North Carolina. Knowing what we did there in the past, but I mean, always game 1, man. That atmosphere is going to be exciting. Neutral site, so definitely, going to take on North Carolina game 1.
All right. Well, great job and good luck this season.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.